Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. And we got some 1978 New York Yankees baseball. We got the first of a 3-game series against the Tigers. This is the first the Yankees have played the Tigers this year. And to lead it off for the visiting Yankees, playing left field is White. Batting second, playing second is Randolph. Batting third on the catching is Munson. Batting fourth, playing right field is Jackson. Batting fifth, playing first base is Chambliss. Batting sixth, playing third base is Nettles. Batting seventh, playing center field is Thomason. Batting eighth, doing the DH is Johnstone. Batting ninth, playing shortstop is Stanley. And on the mound, the Gator himself, Ron Guidry. And for the hometown Detroit Tigers, we have LaFleur playing center field, leading off. Batting second, playing left field is Kemp. Batting third, DH is Staub. Batting fourth, playing first base is Thompson. Batting fifth, playing third base is Rodriguez. Batting sixth, playing right field is Stanley. Batting seventh on the catching is Parrish. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Trammell. Batting ninth, playing second base is Whitaker. And on the mound is ROZEMA. And let's get down here to Tiger Stadium and get this game started. And to lead it off for the Yankees is White, batting .259. He has 2 homers and 13 RBIs. And Dave ROZEMA is making his 9th start of the year. He's 5-3 with a 2.42 ERA. Here's the pitch to Roy. And that's going to be a base on balls. The Yankees get the leadoff batter aboard here with a walk. So White's down at first. And Willie Randolph's at the plate. Randolph batting .301 with a homer and 24 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. 26. And a 3. 26 and a 3. At first. And that is going to be barely column number 1. They might get a double play out of this. Let's see here. Yep, that's going to be a double play ball. Nice play down there by Thomason. He goes 3-6-3 double play. And now there's 2 outs and nobody on for Thurman Munson. And Thurman's batting .297 on the year, 5 homers and 41 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. So the Yankees have had 2 base runners aboard here with 2 walks. And Reggie Jackson at the plate. And Reggie deliver here. He's batting .320 on the year with 20 homers and 43 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty, a 6 and a 10. And that's going to be popped up down the third. Rodriguez makes the catch. And the Yankees strand 1. New York nothing. Tigers coming to the plate with LaFleur, Kemp, and Staub. And Ron LaFleur batting .303, 7 homers, 23 RBIs. And the Gator, Ron Guidry, making his 15th start of the year. He is 10-2 with a league and MLB lead, 1.31 ERA. Here's the pitch to LaFleur. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Gator strikes out his first batter he faces for out number 1. Steve Kemp comes to the plate now. Kemp batting .325 on the year with 8 homers and 44 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the Gator. He tosses it over to Chambliss. And there's 2 down. And Rusty Staub comes to the plate. Rusty batting .301 with 10 homers and 46 RBIs. And that's going to be another ground ball back to GUIDRY. And that'll be a 1-2-3 bottom of the first. To the top of the second we go. Still no score. You got Chambliss, Nettles, and Thompson up. Chris batting .254, 5 homers and 40 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Dave. He tosses it over to Thompson. And there's one out. Now Greg Nettles comes to the plate. And he's batting .307 with 16 homers and 53 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. And he drives that ball down the first baseline. That's in the corner. That's going to be a 1-out double. Nettles is down at second. The Yankees got a runner in scoring position now with only 1 out. And Gary Thomason's up. Gary batting .300 on the season with no homers and 2 RBIs. And we drop the dice. And that's going to be a 35 and a 3. That'll be fielding column 2. Fielding column 2. Line drive, and the runner gets back to second. Hit right at Thompson. Thompson makes a nice play. Thompson out of there. And now Jay Johnstone's up. He's batting .667 on the year with no homers and 1 RBI. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. And the Yankees should take the lead here. And that's going to be a double into right center field. And it is now a 1-0 New York lead. Fred Stanley comes up now with a runner down at second. And 2 outs. Stanley batting .222 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. So the Yankees now first and second. We're back to the top of the order in Roy White. And they add to this 1-0 lead. White walked his first time up. And that's going to be should be fielding column 3, I would think. Yep. That is going to be a line drive. They're hitting the ball hard, but right at people. And we're going to have to make some changes here with this infield. So let's do that. Let's clean this up a little bit, a little behind the scenes here. First time we played in Tiger Stadium. Let's clean it up a little bit. So we'll start with first base. We'll move it some. That's the pitcher. We don't want the pitcher. I want first base. Move second base some. Shortstop a little bit. Third base. Outfield's fine. Move the batter here. And move first base. And third base. And we'll just do it in reverse. Third base. First base. Right-handed batter. Third base. Shortstop. Second. And first. And now let's see if that looks a little better. Yeah, now you can see the second baseman better. And the shortstop better. Johnstone's not covering that up. And now we got the line drive down to second to end the inning. But the Yankees score one, take a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the second. You got Thomason, Rodriguez, and Staley due up here. Jason's batting .346, having a nice year with 19 homers and 54 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on ball, the Gators' first walk of the game. And up to the plate now steps Rodriguez. And Rodriguez is batting .236 on the year, 2 homers and 12 RBIs. Yankees looking for that ground ball, maybe get a double play. That's a ground ball down the second. 46 and 8. And that'll be fielding count on 1. They'll get the runner out at second. And Rodriguez beats the relay throw, so that's a 4-6 put out. Now Rodriguez is down at first with 1 out. And Stanley's up. And Mickey's batting .286. He's got 2 homers and 9 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one. This game might be tied. See what happens here. And this game is more than tied. Let's see, against the lefty. That'll be a 17. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is out of here, folks. The Tigers take a 2-0 lead on the homer by Stanley. And now you got Parrish up with 1 out and nobody on. And Parrish is batting .246 on the year with 5 homers and 15 RBIs. Ken Castro joins us here today. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the Gator. So he settles down after the homer and gets an out. Now there's 2 down and Alan Trammell up. And Trammell batting .282 with 2 homers and 15 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty. 25. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. That ends the inning, but the 2-run homer by Stanley makes it a 2-1 Tigers lead. We go to the top of the third. We got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up here. See if the Yankees can get this run back. See, the Yankees got 3 more games here in Detroit. And then they go home to take on the Red Sox. Willie's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be against the righty 17. And that's a hit by Willie. He gets a board here. A lead-off single. So Randolph's down at first. Munson at the plate. And they're going to do a little hit and run. Munson, he walked his first time up. And he gets a hold of this one against the 17. And that's going to be a single in the right field. And with the runner on the move, he's going to get down to third easily. So the Yankees now with first and third, nobody out. And Reginald Martinez Jackson's up with first and third. Reggie 0 for 1 popped up his first time up. And here's the pitch to Jackson. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And a 61 and a 7. That'll probably be fielding column 3. And it is. And that's going to be. And the only play they're going to have is at second as Jackson beats the relay throw. That'll be a 4-6 put out and the run scores and it's a tie ball game. And Reggie's down at first now with 1 out. And Chris Chambliss comes to the plate and he grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. And that's going to be a pop up behind home plate. Lance Parrish makes the catch. And now there's 2 down, a runner still at first for Greg Nettles. And Greg Nettles, he's 1 for 1, doubled his first time up and came around the score. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strike count on Greg. Can he take advantage of this 2-0 pitch and do some damage? And nope, that's going to be a ground ball down to Trammell. He fires over to first. But the Yankees score 1, tie this game up. It's 2-2 as we go to the bottom of the third. Got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Tigers and Whitaker, and then it turns over to LaFleur and Kemp. And Sweet Lou's batting .258 with 2 homers and 9 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this off the Gator. Gator all of a sudden here in the second and third innings having trouble, and that's going to be hit in the left center field. And that rolls around, and that brown-eyed handsome man's headed for third. He's got himself a leadoff triple. Now you got Whitaker down at third with nobody out. Yankees are going to bring the infield in. LaFleur's 0 for 1, struck out against the Gators first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. And we'll have to re-roll a dice here. 6. And that's going to be a 55, and that's probably going to score Whitaker easily. Yep. Whitaker scores on the sacrifice fly, and the Tigers take a 3-2 lead here. And now you got Kemp up with nobody on and 1 out. Kemp is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a base on balls, and the Gator not having his best stuff today. Yeah, this ain't a bad ball club in 78. That's correct. That is correct. Now you got Rusty up. Rusty's 0 for 1. Rounded out his first time up. And that's going to be popped up, straight up to shoot. Munson takes the mask off. That wouldn't be a home run in a telephone booth, and there's 2 down. And Jason Thompson's up now. Jason, he walked his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Randolph fires over to first, and that'll end the inning. But the sacrifice fly gives the Tigers a 1-run lead. We go to the top of the fourth. It's 3-2 Detroit. And you got Thomason, Johnstone, and Staley due up here. Gary 0 for 1, lined out to first his first time up. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short. That'll be out number 1. Now Jay Johnstone's up, and he had a RBI double his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Stanley and right. Quickly 2 down here in the fourth. And Chicken Stanley get aboard here. He walked his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Trammell. And the Yankees go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the fourth. So a 1-run lead for the Tigers. You got Rodriguez due up, followed by Stanley and Parrish. See, the Yankees are 49-17. They've scored 342 runs on 73 homers. They've stolen 49 bases, been caught 12 times. The Tigers are 35-29. Scored 310 runs on 65 homers. Stolen 36 bases and been caught 24 times. Rodriguez reached on a fielder's choice and came around the score in the second. And we dropped the dice. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That's only the Gators' second strikeout of the game. And there's 1 down. And Stanley's up, and he hit that big 2-run homer off of GUIDRY back in the second. 1 for 1. That's going to be a ground ball down the Nettles. And the Gator gets him this time, and there's quickly 2 outs. Lance Parrish comes to the plate. 0 for 1 today, grounded out to the Gator. And that's going to be well hit. See where Parrish deposits this one at. And that ball is high. How far is this one going to go, folks? And that ball is out of here. Lance Parrish with a homer. And all of a sudden now it's a 4-2 ball game. scrambles up. The Gators giving up 2 long balls here, and both of them to the bottom part of the order. Trammell's 0 for 1. He flew out his first time up, and that'll be a ground ball down the nettles. But the Tigers get another run on the Parrish homer and take a 2-run lead now into the 5th. Got the top of the order due up here for the Yankees though. You got White and Randolph and Munson. And Roy's 0 for 1. He has walked in this game. The last time up, he hit the ball hard, but right out Trammell. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Rodriguez. And that'll be out number 1. And Willie Randolph's up now. And Willie's 1 for 2. He singled and came around to score his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Kemp and left. And now there's 2 down, and it's up to Mr. Thurman Munson to do something here. He singled his last time up. He's 1 for 1, and he's walked and singled in the game. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Trammell. And again, the Yankees go down quietly. 1, 2, 3. To the bottom of the 5th we go. You got Whitaker due up, followed by LaFleur and Kemp. And Lou, 1 for 1, tripled and scored his last time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. And that is the 3rd walk given up by the Gator. Ron LaFleur's up now. And LaFleur, he is 0 for 1. He had a sacrifice fly his last time up. And that ball's well hit. Damn. Tigers are all over the Gator today. And that's going to be a... Let's see here, 21. That ball is high. That ball is far. And LaFleur with a homer here. And all of a sudden, the Tigers have busted this game open. It's 6-2. And now you got Kemp up. Still nobody out here in the 5th. Kemp is 0 for 1. Walked his last time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. Gator can't find the strike zone today, folks. That slider ain't sliding. That's for sure. Rusty's 0 for 2. He is grounded out and popped up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Reggie. And right field. And that'll be out number 1. And Jason Thompson comes up now. And Jason's 0 for 1. He's walked back in the 2nd. And, oh my gosh, let's see here. That'll be a 17. And that ball is high. Kiss it goodbye, folks. And this game has just turned ugly. It's 8-2. And the Gator can't believe what he's seeing here, folks. 8-2. And the Gators getting shellacked here in Detroit. Damn. Rodriguez is up now. He's 0 for 2. He did strike out against the Gator, and this will probably be the Gators' last inning if he can get out of this mess. And that'll be a 20. And that's a single in the left field. There's still only 1 out here. And Stanley, who's already hit a homer against the Gator, comes up now. He's 1 for 2 today. And that's going to be against the 7. Wait a second here. So -5. -10. That's a 12. And that is back-to-back hits here into left field. And it's 1st and 2nd. And Lance Parrish is up. And I think he started this inning off, if I remember right. Nope, he was the last batter out. Parrish homered his last time up in the 4th. And that's going to be a 11. And that's going to be a single line drive in the left field. And that might score another run. Let's see here. It's going to be a single in the right field, or he's a pull left. Let's see. Single in the left field. And Rodriguez speed. White don't have a damn arm out to talk about. be a 55. And he's going to score easily. And let's see if he's going to make it down to second. If he's going to stop at second, that's an RBI single. And it's still first and second. And Alan Trammell's up now. And Trammell, he's 0 for 2. He grounded out his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Gator strikes him out for out number 2. Now Whitaker's up, and Whitaker, he started this inning off with a walk and came around to score, the 10th batter to come to the plate. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Thomason. That'll end the inning, but a 5-run 5th. And this game is out of control. It's 9-2 Detroit. You got the big boys coming up, but they got a lot of work to do now. Jackson, Chambliss, and Nettles as Aaron Reed joins us here today. Reggie is 0 for 2. He did have an RBI back in the 3rd. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Kemp. That'll be out number 1. Chris Chambliss comes to the plate now. And Chambliss is 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a base on balls. And the Yankees need base runners in a bad way. So you got a runner down at first. 1 out for Greg Nettles. And Nettles is 1 for 2. He's doubled in this game. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. And all of a sudden, Dave can't find the strike zone. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 6. And that's going to be a base hit in the that'll be a base hit in the right field. And let's see, do they want to chance it here? Chambliss is a 6. Staley's got a good arm out there. Let's see here, 51. They're going to hold him at second. That run means absolutely nothing. No use getting him thrown out at third. So first and second, now 1 out. Gary Thomason, can he do something? Keep this merry-go-round going. He's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. No, it's not. Got to check here. Nope, that's going to be a pop up the short. He's got the R, so that's a pop up the short. And that is 2 down, so it's up to Jay Stone. Do something. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double. And that's going to be a pop up down the short again. And that'll end the inning. The Yankees strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 9-2 ball game. You got LaFleur due up here. Kemp and Staub. They're going to let the Gator pitch. You got 2 lefties coming up. LaFleur is 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer and a sacrifice fly. And that's going to be +1. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. A leadoff single by LaFleur. And now Kemp's up with a runner on first. And Kemp is 0 for 1 today. He did walk his last 2 times up there. And let's see where this one goes. That's going to be a base hit into right field. Now you got first and second and nobody out. Rusty Staub's up. And Rusty, he's 0 for 3 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And can they turn 2? That is the question. And yes, they do. Rusty not fleet of foot. That's going to be the old 4-6-3 double play. And now you got a runner down at third and 2 outs. Runner down at third now, 2 outs. This is going to be the Gators' last batter, one way or the other, the last lefty, and then you got all those righties coming up. Jason is 1 for 2. He hit a 2-run homer his last time up. Here's the pitch from the Gator, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. He gets out of the 6th inning with nobody scoring. We go to the top of the 7th in a 9-2 ball game. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Yanks. Staley, then White and Munson. And Fred is 0 for 1. That's going to be a base on balls. They've had their opportunities. That's the 5th walk given up against Dave here. And now White's up. The runner at first, nobody out. He's 0 for 2. He's walked in this game. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. He falls behind. He can't. He's just wowed enough. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 2nd. Whitaker's up with it. Over to Trammell, over to Thomason, and that's a double play. Now there's 2 outs, nobody on for Randolph. Willie's 1 for 3 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Thomason. He picks it up, takes it himself, and that's the inning, folks. Now we're going to have a relief pitcher here as we get to the 7th inning stretch. The Yankees, the worst part is their damn bullpen. They don't got many arms in the bullpen, so Dick Tedrow is going to come out of the bullpen here and pitch. Bring out the righty. Old Gator's supposed to go the distance for you, man. He's supposed to be the stomper. He's supposed to give the bullpen a rest. So this is Tedrow's 14th appearance. He is 8-2 with a 2.5 ERA. He'll have Rodriguez, Stanley, and Parrish due up. Rodriguez is 1 for 3 today. Singled his last time up. And it don't matter who's on that mountain. The Tigers are hot today, folks. That ball is driven out into right field off the wall. And that's going to be a leadoff double. And now Stanley comes up with a runner down at 2nd and nobody out. He's 2 for 3 with a 2-run homer in this game. Singled his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 2nd. Actually, it's going to be a line drive. PR runner doubled off. Nope. That's a line drive down the 2nd. Willie makes the play, unable to double up Rodriguez. And there's 1 out. And now Parrish is up. And Lance is 2 for 3 with a homer and an RBI single. He's got 2 RBIs on the day. And he gets a hold of this one, I tell you. These Tigers are just rocking the Yankees today. And that's going to be a double in left field. And it's a 10-2 good buddy game. You're going to lose big. Now Trammell's up with a runner down at 2nd. Hopefully the Tigers use all their runs in this series. And Trammell's 0 for 3, struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a foul out down the first base line in foul territory. Chambliss makes the catch. And there is 2 down. And Lou Whitaker comes up now. And Whitaker's 1 for 2 with a triple in this game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Dick strikes him out. But the Tigers score another run, making a 10-2 ball game as we go to the top of the 8th. You've got Munson, Jackson, and Chambliss due up. Thurman is 1 for 2 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Rodriguez for out number 1. And Reggie comes up now. He's 0 for 3 with an RBI in the game. And that's going to be against the righty. That's going to be a single into left field. Reggie gets aboard here with a 1-out hit. Chris Chambliss comes to the plate. The Yankees have had base runners almost every inning here, unable to get the job done. And Chambliss is 0 for 2. He did walk his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Are they going to go around the horn with this double play? And that's going to be a... That's going to be a 5-4-3 double play. And that's going to end the inning. Let's look how many double plays the Yankees have hit into today. It's a good number. Guarantee you that. Let's look here at the box score. So they're grounding into 1, 2, 3 double plays today. So now we go to the bottom of the 8th. Got the top of the order due up here. LaFleur, Kemp, and Staub. LaFleur is 2 for 3 with a homer and a sacrifice fly. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Dick strikes him out for out number 1. And Steve Kemp comes to the plate. Kemp is 1 for 2 today. Singled his last time up. And that's going to be a single in the right field. 1-out hit. And now Rusty Staub's up with a runner at first, 1 down. Rusty, people, only Tiger without a hit. He is 0 for 4 today. Let's see here. No. Trammell doesn't have a hit either. So Rusty 0 for 4, trying to get a hit here. Like the fly ball out the center field, and that's out number 2. So Rusty's going to go 0 for 5. Jason Thompson's up. He's 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer. And that's going to be another fly ball out to center field. That'll end the 8th. Yankees got a lot of work to do. We go to the top of the 9th. It's a 10-2 ball game. Dave's trying to go the distance here. And he's got Nettles, Thomason, and Jay Stone due up. Nettles is 2 for 3 today. Singled his last time up and doubled earlier. And that ball is going to be a double in the right field. Nettles is having a nice game here in this loss. He has 3 of the 7 hits today. And now Gary Thompson's up. Thomason. And Gary is 0 for 3. He has lined out and popped up the short twice. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Kemp. And that's 1 down here in the 9th. And Jay Johnstone deliver here. He is 1 for 3 with an RBI double back in the 2nd. And that's going to be a swing and up. Nope, that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. Trammell looks to runner back to 2nd. I can't believe I keep remembering those R's. They don't come up very often, but I'm actually remembering it. Because I don't think he struck out a single Yankee. Nope, he hasn't struck out a soul. He's walked 5 and hasn't struck out anybody. And it's up to Fred Stanley to keep this game alive. He's 0 for 1. He has walked twice, though. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Sweet Lou Whitaker. He fields it, throws over to Jason, and the Yankees get clobbered. Gator gets clobbered. A 10-2 ball game. Take a look here at the box score. Yankees on a 2-game losing streak all of a sudden here. The Gator was supposed to stop the losing streak. The Tigers, 10 runs on 13 hits and no errors. The Yankees, 2 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The only offense was, like I say, Greg Nettles, 3 for 4 today. Yankees 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Grounded into 3 double plays, left 7 men on base. LaFleur was 2 for 4. Kemp, 2 for 3. Look at that bottom part of the order. Rodriguez, 2 for 4. Stanley, 2 for 4. Lance Parrish, 3 for 4. They were only 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position, but the long ball, 4 homers. 4 homers. LaFleur, Thompson, Stanley, and Parrish. And they left 6 men on base. The Gator gets rocked. He goes to 10-3, 6 innings, 10 hits, 9 runs, walked 4, struck out 4, and gave up 4 homers. 4 was the magic number, wasn't it? And Dick comes in, 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, struck out 2. Dave goes the distance, picks up his 6th win. He's 6-3, 9 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, walked 5. No strikeouts, and didn't give up a homer. He was the Gator in reverse, man. And now let's do the rest of the American League games here on the 22nd. Oh, you're welcome, Ken, buddy. Not the game I was expecting. That's for sure. The Mariners at the White Sox. See what happens here in Chicago. And the Mariners shut out the White Sox. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. And the White Sox, no runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. And the Orioles have been playing some damn good ball. Let's see what they can do out here in Milwaukee. Got Flanagan on the mound here. They got off to a terrible start, but they've been red hot here lately. And they still are. Win 3-2. What's the star for? Hoss strikes out 12 Orioles, but it's not enough. The Orioles 3 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. The Brewers 2 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors. Brewers, all those strikeouts and out hit the Orioles, but the Orioles win the game. Let's see when they won this game. Take a look here at the line here. Won it in the 10th inning. Ain't that something? Brewers had to tie it up in the 9th. So the Orioles stay red hot. Now you got the Angels playing the Twins. Let's see what happens out here in Minnesota, in the Twin City. And the Angels win 8 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. The Twins 6 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors. And the last game here on the 22nd is the A's at the Rangers. And the Rangers win 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. The A's 5 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Now let's take a look at the standings and leaderboard after June 22nd in the American League. And the Yankees are 8.5 games up on the Red Sox. Now the Tigers 12 games back, the Brewers 15, the Jays 16, Orioles 18, and the Indians are 23.5 games back. And the Twins are now 2 games up on Kansas City. The Rangers 3.5 games back. The White Sox 4.5. Oakland A's 7.5. The Angels 8, and the Mariners are 14.5 games back. Jim Rice is leading the American League with a .367 average with 24 homers and 77 RBIs, going for the Triple Crown here. 78. And the Gator, with that bombardment, loses the ERA lead. John Matlack with a 1.6 ERA. At Figaro with 12 wins, leading the American League. And the Goose with 18 saves. Jim Rice leading in MVP voting. And Figaro leading in the Cy Young. Take a look here what the next game in this series looks like, pitch and matchup wise. And speaking of Ed Figueroa, he's going up for the Yankees against Milt Wilcock. Should be a damn good pitching game there. I want to thank Ken Castro and Aaron Reed for stopping in. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, folks. Hit that bell and like button if you haven't already done so. Until next time, you'll have a great